Brad and Jennifer Moranz of Moranz Entertainment are back this year with the annual Charleston Christmas Special, which will happen at the Charleston Music Hall. I talked one-on-one with Brad about this year's special for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Brad Moranz, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you, Quintin. Good to be here.
I appreciate it greatly. Needless to say, you and your wife, Jennifer, always produce the Charleston Christmas Special under your Moranz Entertainment Company. And it's actually returning for its 28th season, if I'm not mistaken. This week,
right.
Yeah, this week here, December 4th to the 23rd at the Charleston Music Hall. And I know that obviously you're going to have 10 performances this month. So tell me, what's new, what's down with the Charleston Christmas Special?
Ooh, man, there is so much that's new, including some new members in the cast, which always makes things a lot more interesting.
Yes.
But our old folks who've been with us for a while are amazing too. So new, let's see, we have a fellow named Matt Shingledecker, who is an ex-Charleston fellow who went off to New York, did a few Broadway shows like Wicked, Les Mis, Rent, and but he's from here, so he was spending the holidays in Charleston. So I said, well, why don't you just do our show while you're here? He's amazing. Who else is new? Sabrina Marlene is a new singer, and she's fabulous too. But so new is, well, pretty much everything, because that's what Jenny and I do. We spend all year trying to create something new. And that way, the folks, you know, the thousands of folks that keep coming back, they see a different show every time.
Every time. And so what is your timetable for trying to create something new for this particular Christmas special?
We work all year on it, basically. We probably start, well, literally all year. Even right now, we're working on next year's show.
Right.
Like if we hear something, we go, oh God, that's great. We should put it in. Oh, well, we can't do it this year, so let's put it in for next year. So we're always sort of working a year in advance.
Wow. And let me talk to you more about that, because obviously you have 10 performances this year. So how many performances did you all originally plan to have?
Well, we always had like about 12 performances, and then COVID happened,
right?
And then the world changed, and we went down to 8. Well, actually, during COVID, we just did it, of course, via video,
right, virtually.
But now we're up to 10 performances, and next year we're planning 11. Yeah. So we might make our way back to 12, or we'll sort of see. But as long as people keep coming, we'll just do as many as we need to.
And how many people actually come back to this Christmas special every year that are actually locals?
Well, now, like right now, about 8,000 people have already bought tickets for the show. And we don't open until the 14th, this Thursday. So it's possible. I mean, there's room for another 1,000, I guess, something like that. And I think that's about right.
Wow.
Maybe even a little more than that. So how many people attend? Well, it's up to 10,000.
Wow, that's amazing. And you talked earlier, Brad, about those 10 performances that you all have actually planned for and will have at this particular festival, especially this coming week and due out the 23rd. So how did these 10 performances actually make the cut?
Oh, well, now, first off, of course, the show is the same this year. Every performance is the same. And in terms of making the cut, we pretty much plan a year in advance, at least a year in advance, exactly what days we'll do them on. Wow. And that's based, we try to we do shows throughout the week.
Yeah.
And not just the weekends, because we have a lot of folks that, want to come Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Then we even have a kids free night on December 20th. And that is, all kids 12 and under are free. It's buy one, get one free. And that's a lot of fun to have that many kids in the audience. Pretty amazing.
Amazing, yeah. And you mentioned to me earlier about the new cast members that are coming on this time around. And it features a cast of 28 professional singers, dancers, and musicians. And you created it for the 28th season. So when you look back 28 years ago to right now, what is the biggest difference about your Charleston Christmas special?
From 28 years ago, back from the very beginning?
Yeah, the very beginning. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. If I really had to figure it out, I think in the beginning, it was very much a solo type performance thing, when that is one person would come sing, another person, and that was easy and fun. It was great. Now I think the show is a little more ensemble oriented, and by that I just mean that now people are interacting more, whether it's in the form of duets and trios or quartets or giant ensemble numbers, and it's a little more theatrical, I think, than it was originally, if that makes any sense.
It does. It does, absolutely. And I know that you said that one of your favorite challenges each year is to find a song that you've never heard before. So
yes, that is.
I know.
That's hard. 28 years, we've heard most of the Christmas songs, and we've heard most of how everyone has performed those Christmas songs. So yeah, it is tricky. We did find a wonderful song, though, that Andre Bocelli and his family had done, actually. It's called The Greatest Gift. So it's Bocelli singing with his son and with his daughter, and they're all great singers, of course.
Yes. And
fortunately, we have amazing male singers in this show. Matthew Shingledecker being one of them, along with Matthew Billman, and Damon McToy, and then Michael Miner is also the other fourth male who's also a ventriloquist, but that's a whole other story.
Yes.
But yeah, we had the talent to be able to do that song, so it was cool.
Besides that particular song, Brad, what other songs, Christmas songs that have been sung at this Christmas special, has actually tugged at you emotionally?
Ooh, well, I think one of my favorites is, it's not typically a Christmas song, but How Great Thou Art.
Yes.
Is an amazing duet in the show. And the show, Jenny and I talk about this all the time, there's a lot of energy in the show. And so when the show quiets down for a moment, in one way or another, sometimes those quiet moments are some of the most powerful. And so How Great Thou Art is one of the most powerful ones. Another one is Tiffany Parker sings a song called All Because a Child Was Born, which is a CeCe Winans song. I don't think a whole lot of people know it, but it's done very simply. And in its simplicity, it's very, very emotional. So that's another one.
Yeah, that's another one. And you talk about those quiet moments at the Christmas special. So who are you when you're up on that stage during the Christmas special?
I'm a little schizophrenic when I'm on stage. Most of the time, I'm just the host. And other times, Jenny and I have conversations, shall we say, that are a little on the zany side, I guess is the best way to say it. We just have a good time. I mean, in the same way from the Carol Burnett days, or the George and Gracie, or or even Sonny and Cher, or there are just so many teams that interacted, and that's one of the other things that I personally do. Other than that, I play guitar in the show, and then that's about it. And I introduce people, and I think one of the coolest things that we get to do is just Jenny and I get to imagine this whole thing, and we spend months imagining it and creating it, and then we get together with these folks for about a month to teach it to them and sort of see what happens. And then watch it change and watch it grow and watch it either hopefully become more than we imagined because of the individual talents of the people. So it's pretty amazing.
And one of those people that I hope to get on Quintin's Close-Ups very soon, I'm working on that right now with her, is Tanya Williams.
Oh yeah, she's fabulous. She's singing Joyful, Joyful, This Little Light of Mine, I Pray on Christmas. She's just amazing, beautiful girl, and what's one of my favorite things about Tanya is that she's a singing actress. Yes. She's not just a singer.
Right.
She really lives in the songs, and that's that's a very great thing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And so, talk to me about this. Give me a recap. How can I buy tickets if I want to actually attend a performance?
Well, the best way is just to call the Charleston Music Hall. Or you can even go there and get them directly from the box office. But they're only open on Thursday and Friday,
Right.
between 10 and 3. So calling them is the most cost-efficient way to do it. Another way is you can go directly to Ticketmaster or charlestonmusichall.com, which will reroute you to Ticketmaster. Here's one thing I would say, Quentin,
Yes, sir.
sort of a warning to everybody to avoid and to be careful of all the ticket scam companies that are out there reselling our tickets and marking them up, and sometimes doubling and tripling the price. Our tickets are among the most reasonable in town. They go down as low as $21, and they only go up to $40. So if you see a ticket for $80, that's not coming from us.
Right.
Just be careful of that. But yeah, Charleston Music Hall is the best way to do it.
That's amazing. So, what are you looking forward to next year?
Oh, we just try to keep our imaginations open, our eyes open, our hearts open, and look for the first thing we actually look for are people. We look for talent. And that's one of the things we're going to be looking for next year is new people. Because new people breathe new life into things. That's just the way it is. And it's a wonderful thing. And when you mix the new people in with some of the other people that we've had for a while, you just get the best of the old and the new all together. So
Absolutely. Oh, I totally agree with that. Absolutely. Well, Brad Moranz with Moranz Entertainment, thank you so much for your time and good luck this year with the special.
thank you, Quentin. Hope you can make it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.